Hey guys, it's reaction time. Did say on my last video it's very early here in England. My missus is asleep upstairs, so I can't get too excited about all the new music that I've got to cover this weekend. I don't want to wake people up. So, but it's got off to a great start. Heard Firewind earlier on, new Firewind song. And this song is a band called Ashrain. My mate Paul has suggested this, Paul Relay. He said, I'm going to love it. Usually do when Paul says that. It's called Put on the Trigger. Trying to work out what that actually means. Perhaps we'll find out during the song. But it's a band called Ashrain, Put on the Trigger. I can't find much on this band. There's a cool little thing under the YouTube video that says, after the ashfall comes the emergence of a new badass metal band. Here's the thing. Strong nerves and a love for morbid power is required. Enjoy it. It's worth it. Morbid power. Don't know what to expect here, really. You'd think reading that we're going to get some black metal, wouldn't you, or some death metal, but I don't think so. Paul's not into death metal, I don't believe, and he wouldn't suggest it to me if he was, because he knows I wouldn't like it. So this band is called Ashrain. It's called Put on the Trigger. Here we go. Yeah, man. Great groove and laden metal. Some brilliant riffing going on. I love the difference. Like, it's not just the same thing all the way through. They sort of break it up and sort of half speed it sometimes, then breaking up the song. But the guitar work is fucking great. I love the riffing, man. It almost sounds a little bit down-tuned, I would say. And a lot of bands are doing that now. You know, it sounds like, especially when it goes into those real sort of heavy riffs, it sounds down-tuned to me, but there's nothing wrong with that. I love it when you get I'm not against down-tuned guitar at all. I think sometimes the heaviness is just exceeded tenfold when the guitars are like that. Whether it is or not, I don't know. It's just me guessing. I love the drummer, man. I've got to give some shout out to the drummer there. There's some great double kick drum work going on throughout this song, through those verses. You can hear it at the end of the line and at the end of every sort of line of vocal, and it sounds fucking great. Ain't often I shout out drummers, but I love the, I mean, man, it's one of the most difficult jobs. I've tried to play the drums once. I can't really do I find it really hard to do the kick drum. I can't like go boom, 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 boom. I just have to go boom, 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 boom. That's the only way I can play the drums. And I can do all this up here and do the occasional roll, drum roll. But when I listen to drummers sometimes and doing that double kick and keeping in time, I just think, wow, what the fuck? You've got to have some, you know, rhythm in your bones, ain't you, to play the drums. I mean, man, it's just amazing stuff. So love the drum work on this. And like I said, it's not often I shout out to drummers, but when I hear something and it sort of, you know, it's probably simple to these guys and it sounds great to me, but love it. I love the vocalist, man. He's got a really smooth vocal. I love the way they're using some like layered vocals there, and it's sort of, when it goes into that chorus, it sounds fucking great because the layered vocals are really lifting that chorus up. It definitely ain't death metal, so that's good. I knew it wouldn't be. It's a great metal song, and it's really weird. After listening to Firewind, I think this band would be great to go, you know, you can imagine them supporting someone like Firewind. It sounds that sort of stuff, where it could be classed as power metal, but it's not happy in any way. It's not to sing along, if you know what I mean. Not happy power metal, but it's like got that darker sort of feel, just like Firewind do, really. So, yeah, man, great. I don't know where they're from or what their names are. And I've got so much to do. It's almost like I've got, the music is the most important thing today, especially because looking at my list, I've got a lot to get through. But what a great new band! I think this is a new band. Yeah. I'm looking at the comments under the video, and someone says they've heard the snippets, I suppose, on iTunes or whatever, and saying the album sounds like a banger. So there you go. There you go. Really good. So let's go for the rest of this. Looking forward to already giving a shout out to the drummer, singer, guitar playing, of course the bass guitarist, who are always forgotten, and I apologise for that. Sometimes when you, this sounds a bit strange, but sometimes when you don't notice the bass player, it means they're doing a good job because they're just doing everything right with the rhythm of the song. So I'm going to try and listen to a little bit of bass though, especially the guitar solo. So here we go for the rest. There you go. Breaking with their man, the solo was unbelievable. I mean, if this is a new band, and I'm not sure, maybe it's my fault. I should have looked into the players in this band. They could have been in bands before, I don't know, but there's some amazing absolutely amazing, talented musicians out there. And that solo was just top notch, man. Just blew my mind. Loved a little bit of bass work. I was mentioning bass playing, wasn't I? And then as soon as I put my headphones back on, he came with a great little bit of bass playing. So, man, bass player is fantastic. The whole band are amazing. This is just me. I'm not thinking they have done this, but I don't know if this song is called Put on the Trigger, although it says it is in the video, and actually the graphics on the video, I think it's Pull on the Trigger, because he kept singing that through the choruses. So, I don't know. I'm not having a go at the band. Perhaps the person doing the video, I don't know, has got the name of the song wrong. I don't know, but I think it might be called Pull on the Trigger, because Put on the Trigger doesn't really make sense, does it? But it's an absolutely fantastic song, whatever. Just great. Just metal. You know, there's nothing but metal in that song, is there? It's really upbeat, fast-ish, medium to fast-paced, some great playing all the way through. Love that. Thanks, Paul, for suggesting that. That was Ashrain. Put on the Trigger. Maybe Pull on the Trigger. Who knows? Perhaps the band might tell us in the comments below. I'll see you soon.